Well, hello everyone, I am Fracture, and I welcome you to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the PC. I had to end the previous video rather abruptly there, sorry about that, and we are back. So, based on a rather subtle suggestion by Elora, we should have Jolie in our party right now, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. And also, that reminded me, I really haven't talked to Jolie and tried to advance his subplot, whatever it might be. I don't think this is it, but apparently Jolie knows this woman. So let's change our party selection. Let's get rid of Bastila and add Jolie. I don't know if these two will have any discussions to make, but... Okay, now Jolie is part of our party. Party to our party. Let's level him up. And they're still recommending computer use for him as well. And what do they say? Advanced throw, destroy droid is great, so I'm glad he's got that. At least one of the party members has destroy droid. And I really don't think we'll make much use of throw lightsaber, as I've discussed in the past. However, looking at our other options, we really don't have any. So perhaps I will let him take that as sort of a default option. Although, perhaps throwing a universal power or dark side power, you know, when we have no other real use for these skill points, might not be a bad idea. Well, what are these other options? We have, this is energy resistance, more shields, lasts quite a while though, it's a 2-minute one, and it absorbs 15 points of damage. And what's this? This is force resistance. Yeah, that can't hurt. Force resistance lasts 60 seconds, and it would prevent him from being force choked or that sort of thing. That's probably not bad at all either. So, well, that might be something I take. Let's give him an offensive power. See, and I got offensive and defensive the right way around this time. What's this? This is dark side. This is dark side. I'm just going to double check and see if there's any universal powers. This is universal, so I get neither a penalty or a boost for being light side. Cancel first and second tier force powers active on the target. So this is a debuff, basically. Might be useful, but I think I've used it in the past and had it and never remembered to actually use it in the heat of battle, so you know what, let's let him power up his force lightning as well. Again, major penalty for using that on light side, but whatever. Now, let's have him talk to Elora.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Elora, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
And this turns out to be another rather elaborate discussion tree puzzle. And it looks like my force speed is stuck on again, and it eventually goes away, but for some reason sometimes it will stay on for ages. Okay, so I think I might use this opportunity to just chat normally with Jolie and try to advance his discussion tree while we're here.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted a ride?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly, too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children. With blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Ah, never heard of him. Some stinking destiny that turned out to be.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Oh, is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh, yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
I know what you're talking about. As boring as this story? We'll just go with this one. We don't want to get too mean. I'm sure he's going to say something about it eventually. How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding. Needs more cowbell.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
Oh, I hate you, old man. Let's see, but how can you ever be sure Andor was responsible? Well, I'm reading too much into that. And what does that have to do with you coming with me? Let's go with this one. I hate you, old man.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No. No, it's all me, me, me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
All right, well, we made some progress there. I'm never quite sure how much to rib the guy and how much to talk to him seriously. He seems to thrive on being ribbed.
Got something on you?
Tell me about Sunri. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I haven't seen Sunri for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunri I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
And all he asked for putting me up in his house for a year is that I help him dig large holes in his basement from time to time. No questions asked.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Never mind.
I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
Alright, so... Very cool. She is a master of the Force. Alright, let's head down here, Selkath Guard. This must be the prison. Only the arbiters are permitted into the prison cells, human. I am sorry, I will be going now. So, can we talk with her?
Sundry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let any...
Don't worry.
Okay, no, she's just going to jabber on about that. And, oh, what's down here? Oh, this is the swoop race area. Human, I wish to speak to you if you have time. Greetings, human. My name is Nico Boas. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Otto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? Well, it's truly a wonder to behold. You are too gracious, human. The beauty of Manan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask, human, Jedi. I fear there is no one else I can turn. Nowhere else I can turn, I suppose. Yep, nowhere else. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be ample reward for this, human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Forget it, I won't spy on the Republic. I suppose I better say that. I am no enemy of the Republic, human. I only seek assurances that there is no harm being done to Manan. The Republic may be bringing ruin onto all of us without even knowing it. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500 credits.
We could look into this to calm the Selkath's fears, though I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Nico. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests. And those of the Selkath, of course. Alrighty. I see no harm in that. A person showing the international symbol of I'm drunk. Talk to me and I will slur my words at you. Gonto Yas?
I hope you're here to play some Pazak.
Oh, you'd be wrong. I think I'll be going now. Hey, drunk.
Hey, man. Clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
Oh, wow. That is not the voice acting voice that I was expecting. Well, he's not clickable, so he's part of the furniture. Iridorian mercenary. And mercenary? I suppose these are generic.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
I want to ask you some questions. Oh, he's actually open to discuss. Well, maybe not. What do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
That seems like an excellent way to spread disease. I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
I'll be going now.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Your glowing personality. Mandalorian mercenary... Shayless. Greetings, human. My name is Shayless. I know, I read it. I have heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. Dun, 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 dun. My allegiances are my own business. Actually, I kind of like the Sith. They've got style. And those freaky plastic helmets. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing right now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, the youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human. Something sinister. I can feel it. Do you mean left-handed or evil? You want me to investigate these disappearances? Wow. No shit, Dick Tracy. I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youths. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Alto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shaylas. I cannot imagine where you begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Offworlders in the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Whew, okay, well, I had to keep muting that and sipping, well, beer, to be honest, which I shall do again. One moment, please. Ah, yes.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Didn't Bush make that speech? All right.
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Yes. I mean, neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with